students. Now I am going to teach a topic of dynamometer and wattmeter. Let's start the topic. Dynamometer as wattmeter. To convert dynamometer as wattmeter, connect a current coil in series with load and pressure coil in parallel with load and pressure coil in parallel with load. So let's have the diagram. Current coil, resistance of current coil equal to 0, approximately equal to 0. Next, pressure coil, RSC is kilo ohms. The next, this is the MLCV. This is phase, neutral, load. So this is V. This is current coil, pressure coil. This is I1, current through current coil, current through pressure coil, and this is the load current. So what is this MLCV? M is main, L is load, C is common, V is voltage. And next, what is it? Observe here, I1 equal to I. Okay, na? And I2 is equal to V by RSC. Okay, na? The next, I1 equal to I and I2 is equal to V by RSC. So what the formula we got? TD is equal to I1 I2 cos phi dm by d theta. What is phi? Phi is angle between I1 and I2 is equal to, what is I1 equal to? I1 equal to I2 is V by RSC cos phi dm by d theta. So TD is equal to VI cos phi 1 by RSC dm by d theta. Next, TD is directly proportional to VI cos phi. So TD directly proportional to power. The next, at steady state condition, TC equal to TD. TD is deflecting torque. What? Kc theta is equal to, what is TD is again power. So theta is directly proportional to power. Theta is directly proportional to power. Then next, what we can go by? See, we always say power frequency is double the voltage and current frequency. So then next, so we can go like this. So here I will have V of t comma I of t. So voltage signal and current signal. This is power signal. This is power signal. So what is the meaning of it is P average is equal to Vi cos phi. So what V of t is equal to Vm sin omega t. I of t is equal to Im sin omega t. P of t is equal to Vm Im sin square omega t is equal to Vm Im. What is sin square theta? 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. What is sin square theta? 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. It's a known formula. Next. So 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. So once I split it, Vm Im by 2 minus of Vm Im cos 2 omega t by 2. So this gives rise to P of t is equal to Vm by root 2 Im by root 2 minus Vm Im cos 2 omega t by 2 is equal to what is Vrms Irms minus Vm Im cos 2 omega t by 2. So try to understand here it is of this particular thing is double the frequency. This particular thing is double the frequency because 2W is double the frequency. The same points I will keep here. Dynamometer, wattmeter indicates wattmeter indicates average value of active power. Therefore, P average is equal to Vrms Irms cos phi. Vrms Irms cos phi. Then next, it has a uniform scale. And used for AC and DC. Then next, power frequency is double the voltage and current frequency. Double the voltage and current frequency. Then next, the one objective question. By mistake, in wattmeter, If current coil and pressure coil, current coil and pressure coil connections are interchanged. So one shows reading B. Pressure coil damages. The next, current coil damages. D. Both pressure coil and current coil damages. So answer is current coil damages. Then next, let's start. In order to measure AC power by using dynamometer, we have to consider two assumptions. Inside meter, one, supply voltage is equal to load voltage. Supply voltage is equal to load voltage. That is drops in current coil neglected. V phase is equal to VL. The next second assumption is pressure coil is assumed to be purely and highly resistive in nature. So LP, inductance of pressure coil, is 0. Our assumption is this. But practically not possible. So then next, let's have a phasor diagram. When our pressure coil resistance is 0, this is pressure coil current is equal to I2, V phase is equal to VL, beta equal to 0. What is beta? I will explain. So this is what phi. And what is L? Load current is equal to I. What is phi? Load power factor angle. See, in this case, I of pressure coil is equal to V phase by what? Anyway, resistance, what we are making by R. In this case, it is resistance because we are keeping LP equal to 0. In this case, pressure coil equal to V phase by R, means RSC. We are giving only respect for this. But practically, but practically, practically, I phase or I pressure coil is equal to V phase by Z of pressure coil, impedance of pressure coil. What is ZPC? Impedance of pressure coil. Impedance of pressure coil. Okay, now. So from now onwards, I will make Z of pressure coil as a ZP. Okay, now. Same both. Impedance of pressure coil, I am representing it by just for representation. I am representing it by ZP, pressure coil impedance. So what is ZP is equal to root of RP square plus XP square. So I can have pressure coil circuit like this. Only pressure coil I am giving. Pressure coil circuit. Pressure coil circuit is beta ZP XP RP. So ZP is equal to RP plus JXP. What is beta? Pressure coil impedance angle. Pressure coil impedance angle. Beta is pressure coil impedance angle. Due to this beta. What is beta? Pressure coil impedance angle. Errors will come in instrument. Thanking you.